Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Now guys, let's take a look at the gold market. On the gold market we see a significant drop, and it's not really good for our short-term setup. Since we said that in general it's early to speak about the final breakout and final destruction of the bullish setup, but the action that we see right now is not really very good. Because what we in fact see, when market has hit this area, we said, well, this retracement down looks normal because market has completed this ABCD pattern. So we have discussed this in our weekly research. That was minor 618 target was hit, and we said this has happened right at the very bad level on the daily chart, and we said yes, retracement is absolutely reasonable. As you can see, market has hit this target and has turned to the normal retracement. That's okay, but right now market is approaching to an area that's not really good for this bullish setup, because retracement stance right now is very significant. It's too deep. First, we have discussed, and take a look, the market right now is moving below the monthly pivot point. That's not really a good sign. In fact, this market will continue to move lower. It will open the road to the butterfly that we have discussed previously. Okay, if the upward action will not happen, upward continuation will not happen, that will open the road to the butterfly. That will suggest the hitting 1050 area, and will take it out to these lows, and will start to the grabber on the monthly chart. That's important. And if market will take it out of these lows, this will lead to erasing of the weekly bullish grabbers that we have. That's why the current action is very significant. It looks really bearish. So market right now is moving below the weekly pivot point. Its daily trend is still bullish, but market stands very close to the MACD predictor line. It's very important, and we should watch for first for the grabbers. If the market will form the bullish grabber, that will get at least some confidence, give us some confidence the market could continue to move higher. But if market will trend shift bearish, that will be quite another tune, and will just increase chance of the failure of this upward scenario. On the 4-hour time frame chart, since market has hit just minor target, we do not want to see very deep retracement. That seems not quite logical. So the minor retracement of the hitting 618 extension is normal, or even 618 is normal, but deeper retracement will be not a really good sign for the bulls. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we see that market first of all has chosen the second scenario. If you remember discussion of the 4-hour time frame chart and the daily in our weekly research, we said market could show either complete this ABCD pattern, will show some upward continuation, minor continuation, and then turn to the retracement, or it could turn to retracement immediately. And you can see that the market has chosen the second way. That's also the signs of weakness, by the way, that market wasn't able to even complete this ABCD. So second moment that we see here, and that I do not like too much, is that take a look at market has erased totally this thrusting candle. So this thrusting candle was the good bullish sign. So market has totally erased this setup, moving below the weekly pivot point. And finally, we are coming to our final moment, the discussion of the level where market could stop their retracement. And first level was around, by the way, weekly pivot. This was the confluence support. I did not show it on this chart because it has been broken. This was the confluence around this top, around the weekly pivot point. This market has broken through it. The next level stands, as you can see here. This is the weekly pivot points, weekly pivot support one, and the monthly pivot. This market right now is challenging this area. Moving below the weekly pivot support one will be bearish sign, since we know that the usually pivot supports holds the retracement on the bullish trend. If market if a pivot wasn't able to hold the retracement, that it could turn to the reversal, and it could tell that this move down could take the another quality, and that's all could become the reversal instead of just retracement. And finally, this will be the 11-12, the last, if we could call it the last edge for the bulls. At the same time, guys, if market will reach this area, we can't exclude that market could turn to the forming of the bearish patch, and that could become a head and shoulders. And if head and shoulders really will be formed here, that will mean the end of this upward action. In this case, market will drop lower, will shift trend to the bearish side. It will turn. It will be too significant retracement for just hitting of the 618. Other words, creating of the head and shoulders here and failure to continue move higher will mean that we are coming to the bearish scenario, and this will significantly increase the chance of the failure of the bullish grabbers that has been formed here on the weekly chart, and it means the increasing odds in favor of this possible butterfly on the daily time frame chart, in the favor of the reaching the target of the monthly grabber, and so on. So this will mean that the gold will turn to bearish if market will drop to this level and start to form the head and shoulders. So other words speaking, if market will fail to reestablish move up and taking out of this top, it will mean the market turned bearish, and we should be ready for a 1050 area. That's why, guys, what you could trade here right now. Personally, I do not see any real setups. Maybe you could try to trade this possible bounce up of this support area to form the right shoulder if you're a scalp trader, or you could wait for a taking the short position on the top of this potential right shoulder here if market will start to form the head and shoulders pattern. Maybe something of that sort. But on the daily chart, guys, the major point to watch for is the breakout of these lows. If market will taking out of these lows, it will mean that probably it will taking out these lows as well, and next target will be around 1050. So that's why currently, guys, some scalp setups may be possible, but more or less viable setup maybe will be formed as soon as market will form the head and shoulders. So probably it's better to wait for us to trade bullish in the current environment. Gold market, it's not really attractive here. If you're trading somewhere on the 15-minute charts, on the 30-minute charts, maybe you will find some reasons to take the long position with some bounce here. Maybe you will get the context for that. But in the overall environment, if we'll take a look on the higher time frames, it seems that it's better to wait for the forming of the head and shoulders and trying to take the short position maybe around the top of the right shoulder. That's just the only setup that I see right now on the intraday charts, and wait what will happen next. If market really will continue move lower and break these lows, will erase this ABCD pattern. In this case, the road to the 1050 probably will be open.